Hi, Ellen and Kelly. How are you guys been doing?
It's been fine.
Ellen, how have you been doing?
All right.
Okay. So I know we've met a couple of times before and we worked on a couple of things, but I wanted to take this time in this session to open up the space for you guys to be able to talk to each other about those things that you have kept inside and have been feeling like you haven't been able to have that communication with one another. But before we do that, I just wanted to follow up and see how things been with your communication and the rules and whether or not you have been trying to communicate at home.
I mean, it's been a little bit better, and she's not, taking off my door anymore, which I guess is a step in the right direction. So I have a door.
So she put it back.
The door is back. Okay. I mean, but it's still like
She's never behind it.
she's still. It's just a lot sometimes.
But it's scary for me. You go out and I never know where you are.
Yeah, but you're not home. So like, why would I have to be home if you're not home?
Because that's our home.
Okay, well maybe it doesn't feel like a home.
Well, maybe it would be important for you to, like, at least let me know where you're going to be.
I don't know. It's still kind of the same. It's not the same because I have a door, but it's a lot of like she's still yelling at me all the time, and like I just feel like she's mean to me, and it's like I don't know. I don't necessarily want to be there. You know, I'd rather be with Emily and like just hanging out, which I don't see why that's a problem. Like if that's where I'm happy, then I don't know why I can't go there.
And mama feeling like you feel really lonely when you do get home and she's not there.
Absolutely. And it's scary. I have a 17-year-old child who's in high school who I don't know where she is. When she disappears, I don't have phone numbers. I can't find her.
Yeah, but I don't even know like when you're coming home. You know, it's like so what? I just have to sit at home and be like waiting for you to come home from work whenever you want to, and then so I have to be at home lonely, but you can't be at home lonely. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sensing that when you are home, you're home alone, but that you're both on the same page and that you don't like being lonely and that's what you're feeling right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't like feeling lonely.
So in the past, when before you were coming into this program, how do you address issues of loneliness? Do you reach out to her? Do you reach out to your mom?
No, I reach out to my friends. So that's why I just hang out with my
Right.
friends all the time.
And I think as she's gotten older, I've tried to kind of give her a little bit of her independence, because I didn't want to be
Yeah, but
like,
then she just screams at me all the time, so it's like not really independence. I don't know what she's
well,
talking
because
about.
you're abusing it.
So I'm feeling like the communication is still an issue, and like I said earlier, I want to use this space for you guys to be able to openly communicate. But before we do that, I really need to address that this is a safe space for you guys to communicate. So Ellen, I do want you to listen to Kelly and not interrupt and not come from a judgmental place, and more reach that place in yourself that's warm and caring and understands where she's coming from.
Of course, I love her.
And Kelly, same thing for you. Mom's gonna share things that she probably has trouble sharing with you outside of here, and I want you to listen effectively and understand where she's coming from a place of warmth and care as well. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. I just don't know if I trust that. Like, I know we've talked about things. Like, I want to tell her things. Like, you know that, but I don't necessarily trust that I'm gonna be received.
So I'm here to walk you through that, and I'm gonna make sure that we can do this in a way that's gonna help both of you. I want you to be heard, and I want Ellen to be heard, and I also want each of you to feel understood by the other. But I'm gonna walk you through that. I'm here for you, and I'm here for you. And obviously, the ultimate goal is to heal this relationship. Okay?
Absolutely, and that's what I want. I love my daughter, and I'm afraid for her. I'm afraid for what she's doing.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
scary.
but that's always what it's about. It's always about like me, what I'm doing. Like I don't even. It's always about what I'm doing.
Well, then tell me what it is I'm doing. I mean, I'm trying. I'm coming here. I'm taking off from work. We're losing money that I need to pay the rent so that we can come here. Last week I gave you the door back, and I'm trying not to put myself in to do the things that I was doing in the past. So I'm trying here.
And I think one of the important things to realize is that when Ellen does things like take away the door and she took away your cell phone a couple weeks ago, even though it sounds drastic, it is coming from a place of care. And Ellen, I'd like for you to, tell Kelly what it's like for you to feel the worry and the fear that you do feel. and that leads you to those messages.
I'm sorry, that's my job. I can't spend 5 minutes without them calling me.
That's okay. So understanding that, being here is out of love, and the things that you do, taking the door off and the cell phone away is because you love her and you're concerned, and it might not be the best and most effective way, but where are you coming from when you come to those conclusions that that's what you need to do?
Absolutely. Like, I'm a single mom. You know that I'm by myself.
It's always going to be like a sob story with her though, about like all
But
the
see,
hard things.
that's what I mean. Like, every time I try to tell her my story, it's like, oh, I'm a sob story. Now I'm going to tell the
because you don't
telenovela.
even listen to my story.
So let's do this now. So we're gonna share our stories, and Ellen, I want you to go first and tell Kelly your story. Kelly, I want you to really listen from a place of warmth and a place of care and love for your mother, and just hear her pain and hear her story, and then we'll come back and give feedback and answer any questions you may have, and then go on to your story, okay?
Okay.
So Ellen, what would you like to share with Kelly, or what are these fears and concerns that you have?
Well, I want Kelly to know that I love her, and that although she thinks that all the things that I'm doing them to bother her or to inhibit her, that's not what I'm doing. It's just, I get frustrated. And so then I revert to the things that my dad did for me to kind of keep me in my place. And it's not working. I get it. Like, I understand that it's not working with you. But I'm just like at a place where I don't have any other options. I feel like I don't know what to do anymore. I'm losing you. You're never here. I'm here by myself. And I've sacrificed my life to raise you. And I feel like I don't have a daughter anymore. I don't want you to be doing drugs. I want you to have a future. I want to see you be able to go to college and have a better life than I'm having. That's why I'm doing all these sacrifices for you. And it feels like you're not appreciative and that you just don't care.
And Kelly, what was that like listening to your mom saying that to you?
I mean, it's hard. There's parts of it that I understand, and like I understand her not feeling like she has a daughter because I don't feel like I have a mom, and like I'm alone all the time. I wake up, I take care of myself. Like, it's just like I'm 17 years old, and I feel like I've had to just deal with my life like by myself for many, many, many years. Like, I understand that, but there's still anger. Like, I'm angry.
I'm angry too.
I'm mad at you. Like, you haven't been around, and I understand that you've been trying your best, but like, what was I supposed to do? And it's like, you always say that I am not appreciating you, and it's like, I just don't think it's fair to put that on me.
So you both feel like you're losing one another.
I feel like I've lost her. I don't feel like it's losing. Like, I don't know the last time that I felt like I had a mom.
Yeah, hope is really kind of diminishing. Like,
she doesn't know anything about my life.
So let's turn around and I'll have you tell your mom your story. And Ellen, I want you to listen from a place of warm and care and concern, and no interrupting, no judging. And at the end, we'll go back and give feedback and answer any questions you may have.
Do I have to look at her?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. So I just feel like, I mean, I started to say it, but it's like, I feel like you are constantly judging me. And it's like, you haven't been here for years. I've been out here, like, kind of raising myself in some ways, like, on the streets of Philadelphia. It's a hard life out here. It's like, she's raised.
So Ellen, I need you to really listen.
I'm sorry.
No,
I've done so much for this child, and to hear her say like she's been raising herself.
But this is what I mean. So why am I?
I'm sorry.
So we're gonna go back to Kelly's story. No interrupting, and then.
I want to tell her.
But I think it's important. Kelly. I think it's important for your mom to know your story, the way that you heard her story. It's fair for both of you, because at the same time, you guys are on the same page. You're both feeling lonely, and you both feel like you lost one another. So maybe if you both connected in ways that you've never connected before in this space, it might open the door to a better relationship. And Kelly, I really want you to open up to your mom. I'm here for you. I want to walk you through this. So Ellen, right now we're going to focus on Kelly and her story.
And I'm here for you, Kelly. This is why I come.
Yeah, we're
I
just
get that.
concerned about you, and we just want you to be happy and want you to be safe, and we want you to be happy and safe as well, Ellen.
I just feel like you don't like really know anything about my life.
So let's
Like-
give Ellen some clues and hints as to what's been going on recently.
Like it's like you laugh when I say that it's like hard out there, but like it really is, and it has been really hard out here. And like I don't have a dad. I don't know what a relationship is supposed to look like. You know, it's like the one thing that I feel like I have is my friends. And like, yes, we smoke marijuana sometimes. Yes, we drink alcohol sometimes. But it's like that's where I feel safe, and that's where I feel like I'm cared for, and people love me, and people want me around. And so it is this place where I feel like I am understood, and like maybe sometimes it's not the best. Like I'm not gonna say that it is, but it's what I have right now. So when I hear you tell me that like, you know, you don't think I should be smoking, it's like I don't have anything else. And it's like I've been like you laugh when I say that I've been raising myself, but in some ways it's like I've gone through so much that you don't even know about. And like I've had to make decisions and do things for myself, and I don't feel like I've really had anyone in my corner that I can come to. Like I want to be able to come to you and tell you about things, and feel like you would hug me or help me or give me advice and not judge me or yell at me. Like I want to be able to tell you that maybe I'm experimenting with marijuana or other things too, but
I want to be there for you.
like would you actually be? I don't know. I'm having a hard time trusting that like I can actually tell her things right now.
So what can we do in order for you to feel like you trust your mom again?
I don't know. I'm just scared because once I say something, then like it's just out there, right? So like I can't take it back, and then she's just gonna know.
So Ellen, she's saying that she's scared to talk to you. She's scared to communicate her story with you, and I'm getting the sense there's a lot of pain surrounding that. So what can we do so that we can support Kelly in the best way, that we do understand where she's coming from and we can empathize with her story and her hurt and her pain?
Well, I'm here for you. I want to listen to you and give you a place that you can talk to me. I'm your mother. I gave birth to you, and I came here and I looked for a therapist because I'm trying to find that place where we can be a family again. You know, I mean, that's why I stopped. I put the door back, and why I'm trying to change. I recognize that I've made mistakes. I hear you. You know, it's hard being a single mom. Sometimes I have to make sacrifices, and I'm not there for you all the time. So I get it. I get it. You know, I understand that you're not, that you're doing this all on your own. But I'm telling you that I'm here, that I'm your ally, that I'm your advocate. And so that I'm going to give you the opportunity to put it out there so we can kind of like try to fix this together.
So I'm gonna tell you something then, because I haven't told anyone this except for Kat, and like I need you to not yell at me. Like that's what I need. I need you to not yell at me, because it's really scary to have to tell you this right now.
So can we understand that mom's been making moves in order to improve your relationship, and that she put the door back and gave you your phone back as a way to show you that she is, trying to improve this. So I want you to feel safe when you share and know that mom is making the right moves.
I get that. I know that. So I had this guy that I dated for a little bit. He was not, I don't know. I dated a couple guys, and I thought that they were all, I don't know, they all just cheated on me. And it's all been, I don't know, it's been really hard to just like to go through that, and to feel like there's something wrong with me that keeps happening. And this last guy, I thought he was different, and so we had sex, and I thought that it was going to be different, but I ended up getting pregnant, and then he forced me to have an abortion.
By yourself?
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I feel like that's why it was even harder the other day when you said that you wished you had never had me, because it's like it was like
so sorry. I didn't know. I really didn't know. I had no clue you were going through this.
Yeah, it's been really hard.
So I want you to take this opportunity to give each other some, you know, warm and love advice and care and concern and understand that each other is hurting and everyone has their own story and that you're trying to reconnect.
You know, Kelly, I had you really young, you know, so I can understand that fear that you were going through to have to like make these decisions. And I wish we had a different place in our relationship that you could have come to me. You know, it really hurts me to know that you did this all by yourself and that you were alone and that you didn't have my support and that you felt that you couldn't come to me. That makes me very sad because I am there for you and I would have been there for you and I would have been able to help you make those decisions and at least be there with you so you knew that you had somebody there. I love you. You know, I know you don't hear my love because you think that I'm screaming all the time, but that's my way of showing you love. I just don't know how, and that's why I'm trying to learn to be better because I'm not doing it the right way and it's not working. But I do love you.
I love you too. I mean, this is helping a little bit, but I feel it a little bit more now. And thank you for not yelling at me.
And I promise you that it's not just in this session. That when we come out here, that I'm not going to yell at you. And this is not something I'm going to throw in your face. That you can trust me with the big stuff and the little stuff, and that's what we're trying to change here. You know.
And I think, Ellen, your main concern was that Kelly was smoking and drinking a lot more, and you've been doing that as a way to cope with your pain. But now that you've opened up to your mom in ways that you haven't before, I'd like to see you guys reach out to each other in those times where you do feel alone. So instead of reaching out to drugs and alcohol, reach out to your mom. And Ellen, I want to make sure that she can trust you and that you're going to be there for her.
Absolutely. You know, but we do have to make some changes. We do have to make some rules in the house that actually begin to stick to them because we can't be having you do drugs and alcohol. They're not the best thing for you. You know, I have some understanding now as to what's been happening that I didn't know. So that does change things. But we want to get to a place where my rules, they're important for us. You know, I mean, there was a time period we kept the rules and we were happy.
I mean, I can try to like reach out to her a little bit more, and see what happens.
And just understanding that her rules are placed so that you can be safe and protected, and so that you don't, overstep those boundaries where you are seeking drugs and alcohol. Like she's just trying to protect you. But we gotta get on the same page that those rules are effective for everyone.